in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. For the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun is Eason.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 6.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7. 49ers nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 76 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
First and 10, Taylor now. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On second down, it's Taylor. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 6-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards.
The 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 49ers' 7-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead.
He is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Makes the score.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Gets this one to Juszczyk. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here we go.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have hit it on the ground.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 35-yard
Taylor.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. It's a gain of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 3rd down, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Taylor. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And the Colts 1st down.
1st and 10, Eason.
He's got Burton here. Not much there, only a yard. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
The 27-yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And this is 3rd.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Taylor, the ball
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 49ers' 35-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
third down. Here's Taylor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And that is going to be incomplete. But it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
The result of the play is a turnover on
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter. And they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
At the 24-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
This is 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
And got his man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Garoppolo again. Same target, same result. It's Kittle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
38-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Mostert fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
Garoppolo now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, this is one. One heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At their 48-yard
They run once more with Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis.
Punt for the Colts.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 15-yard line.
And his pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Got his target, Samuel. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
49er.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fitzpatrick again. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Jacob Eason sacked.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken at around the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. It's a gain of 3. And this.
On 3rd down, Taylor.
Down.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Colts.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Colts 1st down.
Now Taylor, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the Niners' 19-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Mine's 54. Hey, 54. Gotta do better.
The give to Taylor. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Sanford.